going to be an inspired conversation with Mark Johnson of Playing for Change. And so, Mark, maybe you could start off by telling us a little bit about yourself, please.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. And my name is Mark Johnson, co-founder of Playing for Change, a music project we started in 2001. And it's evolved into a movement connecting and inspiring the world through music. We travel around the world, recording and filming musicians with a mobile recording studio and cameras. We create songs around the world. And we've assembled many of those musicians to create the Playing for Change band, which tour around the world. And all of this is to support and enhance the Playing for Change Foundation, which builds and supports music schools all over the world. And this is what all of these parts come together to create the Playing for Change movement.
Wow, that's amazing. So tell me, what does street music mean to you? I mean, you're all about, everything's about street music, but what is that?
You know, street music is just music from the people for the people. You know, it's music that has no business between the music, the song, and the audience. It's just direct, pure communication.
Oh, so that's quite
one
different.
Heart to another heart.
A lot different than from a produced professional entertainment thing, then.
Right. For me, it's just a way for people to take out the filter, the thing between them and an audience. When you play music on the street, somebody can walk by and you can connect and you can change their world with nothing in between, just you and the people.
Oh, I think I remember in your introductory video to Playing for Change charity website, you talk about your first time you encountered something that moving.
Yeah.
That was in New York, was it?
Yeah, New York City, right. I was on my way to work, actually at a very famous recording studio, and I was in the subway, and it was so crowded, I thought something was wrong, but I heard this beautiful music, and I saw two monks, all painted in white with robes on. One was playing a nylon guitar, and the other one was singing. I don't know what language. And on this day, you know, nobody gets on the train. Everybody's watching this music. And I see a homeless man and a businessman and a little girl and an elderly woman. And I just take in all this diversity, connecting deeply to this music. And we don't even know what language they're singing in.
Wow.
And I took that in, and, you know, a couple of things happened in that moment for me, a couple of life-changing things. One, I realized the best music I'd ever heard was on the way to the studio and not in the studio. So I realized I could spend my life in the studio, and I'm never going to record that, you know? Yes. So then I also realized great music, great art, they're just moments in time. You know, they could exist anywhere. And that when they exist, they harness energy that brings us back to humanity. See, the one thing we're all a part of. And oftentimes, you know, in life we lose that. And these moments, that moment brought me back to it, to seeing the world.
That's pretty cool then. So how important do you consider this in storytelling to be for society?
Well, I think it's the utmost importance. I think that a society with music and with art is a happier society, and one that also has more connection and also, you know, more relation between all the people. You know, you start to get divided if you don't have inspiration.
What do you mean by art? What do you mean by art?
Well, it could be anything. It could be painting. It could be dancing. It could be singing. It could be playing music.
Yes.
It's something that's you know, an aesthetic, something that connects the senses in a positive way. I think that's what I'm mostly referring to.
Oh, very cool. So what are some of the countries you've been in then doing this?
Well, we've traveled to about 50
really?
countries. Yeah. You know, all over Africa. And we were recently recording and filming in Cuba.
Really?
Amazing. You know, it's an amazing time.
Wow. Some good musicians down there.
Incredible musicians, yeah.
Were you ever in Haiti? Have you been in Haiti?
No, I haven't been to Haiti. I was supposed to go there, and there was a storm, and we had to divert the plane and didn't get there.
I was there about 10 years ago, doing a documentary for children's charities, and also voodoo and some things like that, right? But the singing there, the voices there, it was just, you know, it just some of the best emotive singing I've ever heard in my life. All a cappella, you know, just nothing but just these unbelievable voices. Just
it's amazing,
and they just grip you, right? They just hold you down, and that's how, you can't help but listen.
Yeah, those are the moments you never forget.
Yep. And even if they were singing in Creole, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like you said with the monks, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what they're singing in terms of the words. It's what you feel from it.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah.
When we were making the Stand By Me video and we went to record the Zulu choir in South Africa, and they started singing on Stand By Me in their native Zulu language, and just seeing those two combinations, you would never think that would work. And then you hear it and it's the most beautiful thing in the world. And it just opens
Wow.
you up to how
Mm, mm.
easy the music connects together.
It does. It does. And so much feeling comes from it.
Yeah.
So, let's go from that to education. How important do you think basic education is for children today?
Well, I think that education is where kids get to create their identity and get to see the world. So for me, it's of the utmost importance. And we have to give kids, it's not just education too, it's inspiration. We have to
Mm.
give them the way they see the world has to be through hope and opportunity, because that's the world that's really out there. Not
Uh,
one divided by fear and politics and labels. And, I think we need to be more global citizens these days in how we educate everybody.
and that's a nice lead into the concept of Viva Inspire, this unfiltered communication between children around the world in a contest environment.
Right.
What do you think of that anyway? That's kind of
Well, what do you mean exactly?
okay. So, have you had much exposure to what we're doing with Viva Inspire? This idea of creating contests with
Right. No, I love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So because this is all original work they're doing folk stories, they're doing their own essays, they're drawing art and things like that. We're creating an unfiltered connection between kids around the world.
That's right. That's right. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and
That's the way
then
they should see it. If you can show kids the world through that lens, through the music, through the art, I just think that there's going to be a much better world.
oh, it is because then people see who these people really are.
Yeah,
It's
and
not.
you get rid of prejudice, and you get rid of stereotypes and things like that when you connect kids like that.
With your playing for change, you're kind of on the more of the adult end of things. Is that kind of where you're?
No, well, we have the Playing for Change Foundation. We have 12 music schools around the world.
Okay, now what do you mean by music school?
Well, we work with the communities as we would travel to make our videos.
Yes.
We would meet people and connect with them, and we would say, how could we help you? And they would say, well, listen, why don't you help give the kids here some hope and opportunities? So
Yes.
either building from scratch or supporting existing music programs. We now have 12 around the world. For example,
Wow.
we have a school in Karina, Mali, which is a 1,000-year-old village made up of all musicians outside of Bamako. They had no running water, no electricity. We built the school with them. They donated land. They built it brick by brick. 400
Wow.
children. 400 children signed up on the first day.
Wow.
All of our schools are free to the kids. They're owned by the community. So it's so obviously kids is the end game of inspiring children, is the end game of everything we do. But we have to make the world better for everybody.
Yes, we do.
So it's for, all kinds of music and all types of demographics. And really that's the thing about music, is it transcends
It
age
does.
and race and religion and politics. And, it connects us at a human level. So, everybody in that context is about taking the good and driving it towards the next generation.
Yeah.
That's what Playing for Change Foundation.
Yeah. So, are you a musician or a producer of music? What's your
Both.
profession? Are you?
I'm a just for fun I play, and for a living I produce.
Oh, cool. So, like DVD music videos, or what kind of music?
Well, all kinds of stuff. For years I started out as an engineer recording music with Paul Simon, and
Really?
then went on to record for Jackson Browne and Keb Mo and Los Lobos and all types of musicians, Taj Mahal.
Wow.
So I've made a lot of albums with artists, and then started Playing for Change, and have been traveling the world ever since, recording, filming musicians.
Where are you from? Which side?
I'm from New Jersey.
You are? I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, yeah.
That's great. Yeah, that's my
I'm a
tribe.
Canadian. I'm a Canadian, you see.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have the New Jersey, and then New York City.
I love New Jersey.
Then New York City, and then Los Angeles.
I think New Jersey is one of those places that nobody really knows how great it is because they've never been in it. They just heard about it. It gets
Right. Yeah.
bad press.
And it's a bad reputation. Yeah.
Yeah. So just like these places you're traveling around the world, when you're really there, you say, "Hey, this is really a beautiful place. These people
Yeah.
are."
That's the most, right. So much of life is showing up, If you show up, then you're going to find great people everywhere.
Oh, I love that. That's my attitude. I would do that for a decade now, and people say, "Where are you going next?" I have no idea. Well, how long are
Right.
you going to be there? I don't know. Well, why are you going? I'm supposed to show up, right?
Right. There you go. That's right.
And then that's how all these things happen. That's how
Yeah.
we went to India. Is
Okay.
my partner from Australia had a daughter who was working with an orphanage over there, and she went over to visit her daughter. And about 3 weeks later, she said, "Galen, you have to be in Delhi in 2 days. Get here." And that
Ah,
was
wow. And where are you now? Are you in Budapest?
yeah. So today I'm in Budapest. Next week I leave for India again.
Okay.
And
I've recorded on the streets in Budapest.
I bet that was fun.
It was amazing.
This is a city that
Some
absolutely
gypsies.
lives on music.
Yeah, we recorded some gypsy musicians.
Really?
Yeah.
I was probably so you're right in the downtown area, or were you further out?
Further out.
Really?
Yeah. It was great. It was an adventure.
Did you go to any other countries around here when you were here, or just Budapest?
Yeah, all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, all over Europe.
Oh, that's great. So, how can we work together? What do you think?
Well,
What can we be doing to help each other bring life and joy and wealth to the kids?
I don't know. I would need to learn a little more and then brainstorm with some ideas. Get my team thinking. Maybe you could do the same.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we just need to learn more. The more we know about what each other is doing, the easier it's going to be to find synergy, Because right off the bat, it works. We're both trying to help inspire kids.
It does. Oh, that's what we call our program, Viva Inspire.
Perfect. Right. Well, listen, so let's regroup next week and tell me more about India, and then we'll figure out some ideas.
All right. So one thing for your closing comment here, what do you want people to take away from this interview? What's your message?
Well, that, it's by getting together and doing things to inspire the next generation is how we're going to make the world a better place. We have to be active, and we have to create ideas and opportunities for kids and give hope. Because if you offer hope, that's how you can offer positive change.
Oh, I love how you say that.